Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today we're talking Love is Blind, episode 3, Love in Paradise. You guys, if you have not watched Love is Blind, pause me right now, go watch it, and then come back because I have a lot to say about this. There's going to be spoilers, we're going to be talking about the first 3 episodes, and I have so much to talk to you guys about. Holy cow. Now, I haven't watched beyond episode 3, so don't worry about that. I don't know what's going to happen, but oh my gosh. These episodes are fantastic. Let's get into it, but first, check out my merch, link below. I got Midnight Toast, Justice for Steve. It's a load of pants. Or find me on Patreon. It's patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. You guys, this episode was so good. I just can't even believe. I was taking notes, but I had to I just kept staring at the TV with my mouth open. I'm so into this. I can't wait to talk about it. I do have to warn you, my pictures somehow got jumbled up. I don't know what happened, so if they're out of order, I'm so sorry. I'm just going to talk about what happened. Okay, Shayna. Shayna is the worst, isn't she? Gosh, what was that girl's name? I struggled and I forgot to look it up. I believe it was Jessica from last season. They kept drinking the wine and was settling for second place because she really wanted Barnett and blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're same things happening here. So Shayna is okay, let me back up. Shayna is engaged, right? She got engaged last episode. It's that super nice guy named Kyle, the construction worker. Well, she clearly has no feelings for him, but wants to go on her free trip to Mexico. So she said yes. He gave her his mom's ring. You guys, I screamed at the TV when that happened. Well, she's decided, even though she's engaged, she needs to tell Shayne how she feels. She has deep feelings for him. She's realizing, hey, he's one of those guys that needs reassurance. So she's going to reassure him. A little too late, Missy. She says she envisions a life together. I care for you a lot. He keeps dropping the F-bomb over and over. She said, I can be a true wife to you. So what it is Kyle really likes her and is into her and kind of lets her know that. So she's not interested. Shayne has found somebody else and is interested in Natalie, so she likes Shayne. It's all a game. It's so ridiculous. I will say I think Shayne and Shayna kind of belong together, but we'll get into that. But, yeah, so he's like, again, dropping F-bombs, basically says, I'm sorry, it's too late, I have a connection with Natalie. Well, Shayna is not happy about that. So she goes back into the group room and we see him saying he needed her to say that a few days ago, but he loves Natalie. So he tells Natalie that he gets the butterflies and that he has feelings for her and, it's basically that she's the one. And he ends up getting down on one knee saying, Natalie, I love you. I can't wait to see you, blah, blah. Okay, you guys, I had so many funny comments about Shayne and how he's got a very Jim Carrey vibe to him. I get it. I see it. That's all I see now. His voice sounds familiar to me too, and I can't place where, and it's bugging me. But, yeah, he's a lot. I just, there's something cute about him, I think, physically, but it's the eyes. It's got the eyes. I'll just say that. Okay, the eyes. But he proposes to Natalie. She says yes. I can't wait to talk about what the heck's going on with them later, but we'll get to that. Okay. So, meanwhile, we have this love triangle with Jarrett and Salvador. They both are into Mallory. You guys, I still really like Jarrett. I think he's a super nice guy. I don't love how he handles things in a little bit, but he gets his heart broken. We'll get to that. But I like Mallory too. So far, so good. I don't know much about her, but from what we've seen, I'm obsessed with her hair. I think she has the most beautiful hair. Okay. So Jarrett tells her, I've gained clarity. I can see marrying you. And he wants to propose. What would you say to that? She's like, well, crap. He talks about the connection they have, the bond, and he says, do you see a future with me if I propose to you? Well, she starts crying. That's a good sign, right? Not happy tears, sad tears. And she says, I connect with you so well, but there's 2 of you that have been in my life. Of course, we know it's Jarrett and Salvador. And apparently she's got a stronger connection to Salvador. So she says she feels more drawn to him, so they each cry, walking off. Well, then we see Salvador ends up proposing to Mallory, but again, I think this is where my pictures got out of order, so that may have happened later, so sorry. But he does propose. She says, yes, I do like these two together. They seem really happy. I'm attracted to Salvador. I think he's very good looking. Okay, let's go back to Shayna. So Kyle and Shayna are going to meet, and he's saying, I'm going to kiss Shayna. I might get punched for all the Bible jokes. So remember, they have core, totally different values. She is very religious. He is an atheist. So good luck with that. I'm sure each of you will change the other's minds. Hope that works out well for you. So they see each other, and you can see it all over her face. He is not what she's looking for. And even their first kiss, she's kind of flinchy about it. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say here except for I feel for him. He seems like a nice guy. Yeah, she does not come off well at all, especially later. We'll get into that. Okay. So he's saying, imagine standing next to a supermodel. That's how I feel. And he's saying, oh my God, you're gorgeous. And he's saying how physically attracted to her he is and how he was already attracted to her, but then seeing her like this is just such a bonus. Yeah, I feel so bad for this guy. He seems like a nice guy. He talks about he's scared that their differences are going to be a problem. Yeah, I would say that could probably be a problem. She is kind of already putting the brakes on, saying, listen, I like you. I don't know what to do. And he's like, listen, we'll just make an effort. We'll see how it goes. And we'll just have to see. And he's confident that they'll get married and that it'll be an interesting journey. And she's kind of saying, whoa, 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 I don't know about this. She still happily took his ring, but she's definitely, you can see the hesitation already. I think she's bummed. I think she wanted him to look just different than he does, I guess. I don't know. She's just not into him. I gotta say, he talks about how she seems very high maintenance, and he is a construction worker. Cool, good for him. You just wouldn't think that those two would go together. Okay, so a lot going on here. Jared is trying to talk to Ayanna. Now, Jared already proposed to Mallory, but when she said no, he realizes, oh, nope, it's Ayanna I want. You guys, I felt so bad for Ayanna here. He's saying, basically, he's like, listen, don't think of yourself as a second choice, even though you're the second choice. And I really like Ayanna. She's been through a lot, and I'm worried because, yeah, can you imagine watching this back when you realize you are somebody's second choice? He tells her what he's done, about asking Mallory, and she kind of turned him down. So Ayanna is upset, and she's just understandably not handling it well, right? So Mallory's going to meet Salvador. Remember, she turned down Jarrett because she accepted Salvador's proposal. They're going to go meet for the first time. He's giddy. She's worried he won't like her. I just think she is so stunning. Everything about her is so beautiful, and I love this color on her. And I'm not even like an orange person, but I think she looks just gorgeous here. I love her hair like that, swept up to the side. I just think she's so pretty. They see each other, and he says, oh my God. And it's so cool. Like, they're really into each other, or so they seem. Very attracted to each other. They kiss. She's saying how crazy this is. He's saying how beautiful she is. And are you ready for the next part? And she says she's excited and scared. I'm rooting for them. They seem to really like each other. We'll see how it goes in paradise. That's always the fun part, because especially with a couple like this, where you're like, oh, damn, they really do like each other. They really seem into each other. Those are the ones that are like, I hate you, get away, that fight the hardest in paradise, right? So that'll be interesting to watch. I'm excited to see that. So from here, we go to Jared. He is meeting with Ayanna again. So the last meeting did not go well. She left. She broke down. She was so sad. Well, he ends up telling her, listen, I had a big talk with God. I want you to be my forever. You'll be my number one. You don't have to worry about this. She ends up agreeing. They're engaged, so they go to meet for the first time. And I think she looks really beautiful here. She's wearing this beautiful yellow. Again, I'm not even a yellow person, but it looks so pretty on her. I think she looks gorgeous. Now remember, she is the one that does not like to kiss. She doesn't like to kiss, she said, more than 5 times because saliva is gross. That's what she said in earlier episodes. But they kiss. I was counting the kisses. They kiss quite a bit, so she must be okay with him. But he says, I found my fiance, and he says she's so effing beautiful. I didn't expect her to look like that. He said her voice doesn't match her look. He gets on one knee. She says, you picked a good one, talking about the ring. And she has the funniest line here where to camera she says, he has a big head. I'm nervous for my cervix. But she says how cute he is. That's what I've been saying. I think he's very cute. I just feel this sense of unease because she's his second choice. He clearly loves Mallory. And when Mallory didn't work out, he's like, okay, you're great too. So I just don't... I think the first time that there's trouble in paradise, they're going to struggle, and I get why, and I hope he's not jerking her around. I really do. She's been through a lot, although he's been through a lot too. Good Lord, his backstory is incredible. But I like them. That's a hard way to start a relationship. It'd be hard to watch these episodes back again and to see, well, shit, he really liked Mallory, but then he settled for me. That'd be hard. Okay, so from here, we get pictures of all the couples. This is where we go over to paradise. So I guess we're done with the other couples. I don't know. I can't remember in the first season if they go back and do more couple. It doesn't matter. Okay, so here's all the couples we have so far. We're looking at them all, trying to remember who is who. I'm terrible with names. We'll see. Okay. Nick Lachey and Vanessa are back. You know my feelings on them. Don't really care. Don't need them. Don't understand what they're doing there. I would like to be flown around and get a big paycheck for doing that, so there's that. So they're at this beautiful resort in Mexico, and of course, I mean, it's going to be all sex and romance and all the fun parts of the being together. It's not the real life, well, for most of them. But a lot of interesting stuff we see, like, right off the bat, right? So much. So Shayna and Kyle, we see them together. She's focusing on her toenails, so she seems to be kind of superficial here. And he's like, I don't even care. It's fine. He talks about it being his mom's ring, and she says that she thinks her ring is prettier than everybody else's, and he says it's unique, it's old, and don't tell mom. I'm like, oh shit, I thought maybe mom, had passed away. Nope, mom's alive. Just don't tell her that her ring is gone. I'm like, what? Okay. Then we go to Deep Tea. Ooh, I hope I'm saying that right. And I did not write down his name, and it drives me crazy. Is it Shake? I can't remember. Okay, so they are kissing. They are very happy to be together. Here she is. She's talking about him, how much she really likes him, and the physical attraction and the emotions. And he seems to be liking her. You guys, I don't trust him. I just don't. I don't know what's going to happen. I haven't watched ahead. Maybe they'll be together forever. But from the things I've seen, I did not care for him in the pods. I do not care for him. I think, what is her name? Deep Tea can do so much better. I just do. I think she's a gorgeous woman. She seems smart. She seems fun. She seems smitten by him. And I'm scared that when the honeymoon wears off, he's going to be looking in other directions. Because he only told her about 10,000 times how he likes blonde women. Weird. Okay. Let's go to the interesting thing here. So we see Shayne, right? And we see Natalie. And it's his birthday. So, yes, he's cheesy. He's a lot. And I could definitely see where that would get annoying. But Natalie, you kind of signed up for this. And now she's acting annoyed at him. It's weird. He even points it out that she communicates differently here than she does in the pod. He's thinking maybe she's nervous. I think she's trying to be playful. I think she probably got wind that, he liked being playful with, Shayna. And so maybe she's trying to do that. I don't know. It's kind of weird. She calls him a piece of shit, and he's clearly not into that. It's a lot. So he says he wanted more affection. He's confused right now. He doesn't understand what's going on. I think he actually looks cute there. I guess his eyes relaxed a little bit, so he's a little cuter there. Okay, Danielle and Nick, you guys. So this was my favorite couple. I love them right off the bat. I said what I said about him, and I'm still wondering. But I really like her. She seems cool from what I've seen so far. This would make me insane. He makes his own toothpaste. Cool. If you do that, great. I don't know about all that. Like, I just don't know about all that. I don't know that I want to, like, make out with somebody. You know, we're going through what we're going through that I can't talk about on YouTube, like the pandy we've been going through. So I always think about germs and, like, does that stuff kill all the germs? I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, so he apparently makes his own toothpaste and his own body wash. And she has a funny line where she's like, cool, I'll be changing all of that. So we'll see. Shayna, you guys. So she's saying it feels too good to be true. We already know she's not that into this guy. He's into her. She's not into him. So she's kind of not being super nice to him. We find out he has been off meat. I'm assuming he's vegan based on what he says about the bread later, but I missed it. He may be vegan. He may be vegetarian. I don't know. He doesn't eat meat. Who cares? So she kind of goads him into eating meat, and he doesn't. I mean, whatever. And then she says, you got to eat the bread too. And he's like, again, he doesn't do that. And she's like, basically, I'll judge you if you don't. I think he says she says it's unattractive if he doesn't. And he's saying, like, whoa, this is a lot of pressure. You know, like, you keep testing me on these things. And I'm glad he at least sees that, but he still seems totally smitten by her. I don't understand it. I guess he's just attracted to her physically because her personality kind of blows. So then we find out she's talking about setting boundaries. And she's like, yeah, I think I'm going to go spend time in my room. I think I need a separate room. I think I'm going to go spend time there. We find out it is only 7:30, I think, 7:45. And so she's calling it a night. She's like, I'll see you in the morning. I'm just like, oh my God, poor bastard. That sucks. Even if she didn't want to sleep with him, fine. That's her right. You know, shouldn't have to. But like he was pointing out, like, no pressure. Can't we just get to know each other? Can't we just talk? And she's like, no, I'll see you in the morning. So he calls her gold-plated dynamite, which I kind of love. And he's saying at the end of the day, I feel lucky I get to be with her. I'm very lucky. Meanwhile, we go over to her place. You guys, what happened? Like, she got her robe on and she's like, I felt a certain way about Shayne and the pods, and it's in my head. It's not going away. We see her grab her suitcases and walk out. Now, she's still wearing her bathrobe, so come on, what are we doing here? What's really happening? Or she just like, was that just footage of her leaving his room, going to her room? I don't understand, but they made it seem like she might be leaving. So I'm very curious what the heck's going to happen next episode. Here's my guess. And again, I don't know. I'm guessing no way is she leaving the cameras, right? She seems too into that. So that's probably just footage because she's in her robe, leaving his room with her suitcase to go find her room. But they made it seem like she was already in her room. And she's like, I'm over it. I'm leaving the hotel. But I got to figure she wants to show Shayne what she looks like. So she's not going to leave yet. That's my guess. I don't know. I'm very curious to see what happens. But that's it for the episode. I am enjoying the crap out of the show. I think there's, one more? No, I don't know. There might be a couple more. And then a couple more drop soon. I'll be going through them all. I'm super into it. I can't wait. Whatever's out, I'll cover. When the next batch comes out, I'll cover those too. Thank you guys so much for watching. So sorry about the picture mix-up this time. It's so annoying. I don't know why it does that sometimes, but whatever. Thank you guys for everything. I hope you have a fabulous night, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.